I suppose you all are wondering why I called you here today. Greetings from COVID land. Population, Goku, and me. Goku doesn't like viruses, by the way. One killed him. True story on the TV show or manga. He contracted a virus that targeted his heart. He died. One of the toughest, strongest beings in the whole universe, aside from Beerus. And he gets punked out by a virus. I mean, they worked around it, a convoluted story and all that crap. So, I mean, he's fine, but you get it. Antivirus. I got you, buddy. I have COVID. I put a post up on Friday about it, and then I took it down because I thought it was kind of attention whorish and bitching and complaining. And I thought, why would I go on Facebook to bitch and complain when I can do it right here on the first episode of Bitch Theater, starring me and Goku. Yay! Fanfare! Balloons! Horns! Confetti! I'm gonna bitch. Hopefully you're gonna listen, and then maybe we'll both get some kind of enjoyment out of it. That sounded totally sane, didn't it? COVID is real. It sucks. I don't wish it on anyone. You guys don't want this. It could be worse for sure. I've been worse than this twice, but it's not the same. Since I've gotten this, tested positive on Friday in June 2nd, and then today is June 6th, Tuesday morning. All these days in between, it's been different every day. Something's been different. And it's just weird. And, with Friday, with the sore throats, and then testing for it, testing positive, starting to get congestion and tired and all that. Of course I tested positive. I avoided this shit for like 3 years. Thought maybe I had immunity to it. Not the case. And then fat people and diabetics are prone to getting it. My fault. Going into Saturday, that's when the runny nose starts and the body aches came in. I've had body aches before, I'm sure we all have, with, influenza, pneumonia, bronchitis. I've had all of them, and they suck. But this was like worse somehow. It was more intense. It covered my entire body. Nothing was left untouched. I don't know if that was left untouched. I didn't touch it to find out. I wasn't really in the mood. Pervs. And the pain wasn't like, oh, damn, oh, stupid COVID, bitch moan. It was like you move, I'm gonna fucking kick some kids. Pets. Maybe a flower. I don't know. Whatever. And couple that with the weakness that came with it as a tough 1-2 punch. I had to will myself out of the chair in my bed on several occasions. Not because I was too whiny and all that. I'm not going to lie, I became a complete pussy, for sure. But it was pain, man. It was like, oh, don't move again. So I had to actually start weighing options on things. Do you really need that? Do you want that? Are you sure you're hungry? Oh, we got to go pee, so now we have to get up. No, seriously, it's getting close. We have to go. 4-alarm fire, guys. Move now. Run! I made it calm down. So the next day was the nonstop coughs. That was on Sunday. And the water faucet nose, which today it's not. And yesterday it wasn't. So I'm thankful for that. Boop. However, that on Sunday, coupled with this sheer volume of mucus and just the production of all this mucus and phlegm, unreal, out of control. See this? About the size of a Solo cup, right? See what I'm saying? It is. We all know how Solo cups work. Beer, wine, shots. Well, this one, was used for phlegm. It's clean now, but I use it to spit into because you don't want to swallow this stuff. It keeps you sicker. And I started using it on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock p.m. I went to bed between 12 and 1. In that time period of 9 to almost 10 hours, I filled this entire cup. And then I started over and filled it up another quarter of the way. I didn't know bodies could do that. And it's super gross. Gross. Fun fact. When those are half full, they are no fun to clean up when you accidentally drop it on yourself and it hits. And it's not watery, it's phlegm, so it's thick, right? So it's not going to water through your clothes and through your chair and onto the floor and make a huge mess, thankfully. But it's thick, so it just slow motion seeps down the side of your belly. And you have to go into containment mode, right? So you snap your arms around real quick, and you make a pool, and it starts pooling up in your elbows here, and now you know you got to make a move. So you wiggle out of your chair, and you're fucking and shitting and every swear word you know, and some that you don't know. And you get up, and you waddle to your bathroom, you get to your sink, you know you have to fling that phlegm off in the sink as much as you can, right? So the problem is that's phlegm, and phlegm don't fling. So instead, you're just doing this, and it's going boop, boop. What are you going to do? You're going to take your shirt off. But you know what's going to happen when that happens. Yeah. All over your arms. All over your face. You're going to be like, holy shit, did I just do bukkake? So gross. So disgusting. I was so pissed. Oh, my stomach's turning right now thinking about, oh man. Okay, cool story. Tell your friends. So then I had the hot sweats since Friday night, and that has been nonstop, no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing. And like right now, I'm touching myself up here. Hand check, and it's just wet. It's just sticky wet. It's gross. It's been like this whole time, and I've been showering. Calm the fuck down. My sheets in my bedroom, they're nasty. They need to be cleaned or burned. I don't know if you can burn them. It's like a pool in there. I'm sure some of you ladies are like, man, where do I sign up for that ride? That's hot. Jump right on in, man. First one gets a surprise. So I'm kind of saying all this for a reason, because I don't want this again. This sucks. I have to do a 5-day quarantine for my job right now because of this. Started on Saturday and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't get paid for those 3 days. There's no vacation pay at my job. I don't get PTO because I have to take a pay cut to get PTO. I get nothing. I don't want this again, man. Please, if you're sick and you go in public, and I know this has been lectured a billion times. I know. Stop yelling at me. And just, man, please, just either stay home or wear a mask just for when you're out. That's it. Please, 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 for me, please. It just sucks, man. Masks don't work. Yeah, they do. They work to an extent. There's a certain degree of effectiveness that they have. And I'm going to show you how. I could be standing face to face with you with my mask on and spit in your face. Then I could take my mask off and still be face to face with you and spit in your face. And then you can tell me which one is less horrible. Right? I mean, I don't want to spit in anybody's face, and I'm not trying to piss all over your beliefs. Nothing like that, okay? I'm just making a point here that masks at least do something. And something is better than nothing. So, please. So, I'm pretty sure I know where it came from. I know it must have come from my job. The only two places I went last week was the grocery store and my job. And the grocery store for me consists of typing in what I want in my phone, going to the store, they bring it out, put it in my trunk, and then I go home. I don't even go inside. I'm a lazy ass. And why are more people doing this, by the way? It's still, you put all the stuff in your phone, all the groceries you could want. No limit. And then your card's in there, so it automatically pays for it. And then you set the time you want to go, and then you go over there at that time. And then they fill your car. You don't even have to get out. They fill your car with all your groceries. And then you leave. And it's never taken me more than 10 minutes. And it's free. Why aren't people doing this more? Maybe I'm kind of thankful, maybe they're not, because then maybe it'd take longer. But man, isn't that better than fucking around in the store for 2 hours trying to find shit that you can't find, or they moved it, or you just don't know where it is, or you don't know what you want, and you're listening to screaming kids or fighting couples or whatever else is going on in there, bad music. Yeah. So I much prefer this. But so going back to my job, it has to be my job. And the only two ways I can get at my job is if a coworker brings it in because they didn't tell anybody, and they just tried to muscle their way through it, or be an all-star worker, trying to impress somebody, or maybe they just have that baby boomer mentality where you always go to work every single day, no matter what, whether you're sick or not, your ass is at work. No. If you did this and I got sick because of it, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. You're not a hero. You're not impressing anybody. That mentality is dead. You're not doing anybody any favors. You're putting people at risk. And there's medically fragile people where I work. And the kids are too. These are all special needs kids here that we transport. So, I don't think that's what happened, though. I don't remember anybody, sniffling or coughing or showing any signs of illness the whole week. So I don't think that's where it came from. I think I got it from a parent sending their sick kid to school on one of my buses. I drive a lot of buses because I don't have a route this year. And I'm not on call, but more, it's basically ready to go at a moment's notice. If somebody calls in or a bus breaks down or whatever happens, I have to go and drive it. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been driving a lot of routes each day. No telling what kid did it. And parents always send their kids to school sick. Not all of them, but the ones that do always do. And talk to anybody in my office, any of the people in there, any of the drivers, any of the attendants. They'll tell you, parents always send their kids to school sick. They don't want to. There's some that are responsible and keep them home, but the other ones, they don't want to deal with their kids all day. They can't handle it. They have to have the me time, the quiet time. Get out of my house. That's not cool. That's your kid, man. That's your responsibility. You're supposed to heal them and nurture them and bring them back to health. That's not my job. It's not the school's job. I transport them. They educate them. That's our jobs. We are not your fucking babysitter. The other excuse that they use is, I can't afford to stay home from my job to take care of my kid. Again, we're not your fucking babysitter. I know it's a shit sandwich. I'm sympathetic. I understand it's a tough spot to be in. But it's still your kid. It's your shit sandwich. You have to bite it. I shouldn't have to bite it. The school shouldn't have to bite it. I'm losing money because you didn't want to lose money, and now somehow that's thrown on me and I don't get a choice again. See the pattern here? And here's how it works. You put your kid on a bus. Everybody around them is exposed to them. All the other kids, the staff. Then they go to class. Everybody in that class is exposed to them. All the staff is exposed to them. These are special needs kids. They go through several different classes every single day, and they do different activities. Different teachers, different kids, all of them are getting exposed. And then you have the janitorial staff, you have the kitchen staff, you have the counseling staff, you have the nursing staff, you have the rehabilitation staff. All these people that are in there that work there are all getting exposed. Then they get to go home to their families and expose their families. Guess what happens? They have to go to the doctor and pay for it. They have to get medicine that might work and pay for it. They have to stay home from work and lose money. They have to keep their kids home and lose education and rehabilitation time. All because you were selfish and sent your sick kid to school. I know I'm not being selfish talking about this, saying this stuff. I know I'm not. You're the selfish one. Keep your kids at home when they're sick. It's simple, right? I don't know if my son ever got COVID. I don't think he has. That's why I'm saying I don't know, because maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure he didn't. I think I would remember that. But his mom and his sister did. His other sister, not my daughter. And they had symptoms that were like mine. And then my friend Robin got it a couple months ago, symptoms like mine. Although I think hers was worse than mine. I think she pretty much got her ass kicked. Fun fact, again, she got hers from her coworkers, right? A bunch of other people got sick too. She had to lose time at work. Yeah, but she had some vacation time maybe that she used. But then my wife's son got it in 2021, and he muscled through it pretty good. It's pretty cool, actually. So, same symptoms. And then my daughter got it back in the first strain, back in 2020. I want to say it was 2020, the fall of 2020. Could have been early 2021. If I'm wrong, Eleni, I'm sorry. I can't remember. But somewhere in there. And she said something about how after she got rid of it, she was still dealing with respiratory issues for months. That's a long time, man, to be having breathing problems. A lot of people went through that. So, my dad got sick in November of 2019 before COVID was COVID. And the doctors told him later that his symptoms matched up with classic COVID, and they think he had it. Flash forward to August of 2021, he dies. Heart attack. Doctors told my mom afterwards that it was most likely COVID that weakened his heart, weakened his body and his systems, and that most likely it ended his life prematurely. That's a hard thing, man. And that was during the times when it was hard to get in to see your family because of the COVID thing. The hospital down in Tampa, Florida, there only let my mom in. She was the only visitor, and she only got 1 hour a day with him. And I know some people didn't even get that. They got nothing. I can't imagine that. That's got to be horrible. I seriously, I am so thankful and happy that Karen and I didn't have to do that, because I would have went fucking ape shit. I don't even know what I would have done. I'm going to keep this PG-13. I've already said a bunch of fucks, so I don't know what I would have done. I'm just so happy and thankful that we didn't have to do that. Horrible time. So just take care of yourself, right? And then in turn, you'll be taking care of people around you. It's that simple, man. Have respect for everyone. That's it. Please. I don't want to be sick anymore, man. Please. All right. I'm sick of bitching. I'm sure you're sick of listening to me, bitch. So Goku's saying sayonara. He's not even Japanese. He's a Saiyan, but he lives in Japan, so I guess sayonara is okay. I'm saying adieu, even though I'm not wherever adieu comes from. And thank you for watching this episode of Bitch Theater. Oh, my voice is bad. And we'll tune in next time. Hopefully see you there. Thank you for tuning in this time, and we love you. Later.